Hey, everyone having a great time here at SearchCon Expo 2016? Okay, great. Let's get into the meat of my presentation. Here you see the data from our study on the effect of links.
Is that really you? The real Eric Enge?
Like, who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Who I am isn't important. I mean, I am your biggest fan.
Hey, I appreciate that, but I'm right in the middle of speaking here.
Oh, are you? I just wanted to meet you. Can I touch you?
To security! Give me some help here!
All right, now, you're gonna come along peaceful like, or do I have to get violent with you?
What kind of security is that?
You wanna find out?
No.
Attending a live conference can be a great way to network and even to build up your social media presence, but you have to do it in the right way. Stay with us, and I'll give you some insider tips on how to make your next conference a networking success.
Eric, Digital Third Coast included you in an interview with 6 top marketing conference speakers. Now, they asked the 6 of you for your tips for how conference attenders, people going to conferences, could better their chances for significant networking with conference speakers and influencers. Now, in particular, they were interested in how social media plays a part in that. Would you share with us some of the tips that you shared about conference networking?
Sure. First, let me just say that there is still great value in physically attending good conferences, even the internet age where we could admittedly get content just as valuable online.
I agree with that. For one thing, at the best conferences, the speakers and content are pre-curated for you. Now, online, it can be hard to know, though, whom to trust and which sources are best. But at a well-run conference, you can be confident you're hearing from the very best real experts in your industry.
For sure. But in addition, you have the opportunity to hang out with those experts and with other industry peers, building and solidifying relationships that can have real business benefits.
Indeed. In fact, here at Stone Temple, we've gained some of our best clients through our conference appearances. And we get a chance to have those deeper conversations with industry leaders from which we learn so much. But being at a conference can also seem overwhelming. There are so many people, and everyone wants to get some time with the top speakers. Now, what are some of the strategies you've used, Eric, over the years to make your conference visits more valuable?
First, I think you have to go with the intention and commitment that you're going to make connections. If you don't make that commitment to yourself, it'll be easy to stay away or shy away from meeting anyone. And it's a good idea to make a plan before you go to and figure out the particular people you want to meet. But don't just target those speakers. Do your homework and come prepared with some really good questions or insights that you can share with them when you do meet them, and that's specific to their areas of expertise.
And you're known for a particular tactic that was part of some of your most important relationships in the industry and getting those relationships started, right?
Well, you must be talking about my front row plan. I mean, when there's a speaker I particularly want to meet, I go to the session early on and I get a front row seat. Then, when they're done, I can be the first person in line to talk with them. That way, I get them when they're still fresh and in an up mood from their talk, and they'll usually spend more time with me and remember me better.
And we've found also that getting a speaking slot at a conference gives you an advantage in networking.
Oh yes, you get more readily recognized by the other speakers and influential people there, and they're more likely to seek you out or give you time.
Now, I've found often just having the speaker ribbon attached to my name badge is enough to get more people wanting to talk with me. But what about social media at conferences? Let's start with some of the mistakes you've seen people make in that area.
Well, for sure. Being overly self-promotional is one of the obvious ones, but also being too negative, with most of your tweets complaining about something at the conference or criticizing speakers' talks. Nobody wants to be around a negative person.
Now, in the Digital Third Coast interview, I thought it was interesting that you took a different angle on social media at conferences.
Yes, I actually see the live activity at a conference as a social media tactic.
How so?
Well, think about what happens at conferences these days. You're at a networking party and you get into a conversation with an interesting person. You both realize that you want to stay connected. Sure, you exchange business cards, but these days it's very likely you also start following each other on social media.
And I love that social media question you've asked from the stage when you're speaking sometimes.
Yes, I'll sometimes make the statement, I'm doing social media right now, out to the audience. And then I see a confused look from them. And, how can I be speaking and doing social media at the same time? Then I ask my question. So, how many of you followed me on social media while I'm speaking? Every time, a bunch of hands go up at that point.
Yeah, so I'll bet many of those become some of your best followers. I mean, I know I always feel more connected with someone whom I've met personally or even just seen speak in person. Now, find out more of what Eric had to say, along with other top speakers such as Joe Polizzi of Content Marketing Institute, John Doherty, and Brian Fanzo at the link on your screen now.
And get yourself to some great digital marketing conferences. Mark and I speak at over a dozen each year, so if you see us at one, please don't be shy. Come up and say hello.
Now, thanks for what you shared here, Eric. Now, as much as I know you love meeting new people, I really think I should get you out of here before that weirdo comes back.
Wow, Eric, that was a great presentation. You really did our company proud this time.
Thanks, Mark. I did feel like it went well, even with that lunatic rushing the stage.
Hi, Eric.
You again! I told you to stay away from Eric. Where's my bow and arrow?
No, wait. I learned my lesson. There's a right way and a wrong way to meet people at this conference. Eric, I'm really sorry I interrupted your talk.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad you learned something.
I sure did. It's an honor to meet you. Would you mind if I emailed you some questions with my company's SEO?
Not at all. I hope we can help you.
Awesome. Would you also mind autographing my copy of The Art of SEO?
Sure. There you go.
Thanks.
Eric, would you mind signing my copy of The Art of SEO?
Mark, you work with me. You can get one anytime.
Yeah, well, there's conference networking, and then there's sucking up to the boss.